Alrighty, folks. Well, welcome to another session of our Out of the Abyss. I am your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our wonderful and illustrious players this evening.
So,
Good evening,
hey,
everyone.
Hello?
good evening.
And we're going to start the session off the same way we start every single session, with a little bit of a talk about what happened last time before we get into what's going to happen this time. So, last time, you guys were still inside the Flamekeeper's guardhouse, still embroiled in battle with this flaming bones of a dragon and Dwergar that were apparently alerted to your presence. After a trying battle, though, you ended up defeating both, without causing an alarm to ring out through the entire fort, luckily. Hemeth here said he'd stick with you until you got out at least, and you started to collect treasures within, only triggering one other trap in here. And amongst the treasures was also what looked like a corrupted gemstone, much like the one the Stone Speaker Giant had asked for. Taking this with you, you made your way across the fire trapped room once more to check out the smaller hallway within. Opening it up inside, you were quickly met with resistant talk of demanding questions and weapons drawn by the Dwergar inside, which did include Gartokar, the leader of the Flamekeepers, and a rather flamboyantly dressed Dwergar as well. Trying to lock them in with spectral wolves and darkness, you trapped them inside as they tried to break down the door. Unfortunately, two of them were able to leave the room somehow, the flamboyant one and Gartakar, who was now really, really big. The fanciful one cast spells in your direction, but they were quickly taken care of, and it would seem Gartukar was very much thrown by this and angering them greatly. Unfortunately, the ones trapped within barely made it out alive, if at all, just enough for you to end them before they could do any real harm. Aside from one of these Dwergar did escape the process and alerted the barracks beyond to the battle area. You could hear commotion going on outside and kind of blocked it out with darkness. You killed Gartukar, they should make these names better, and quickly retreated up the way you came, sneaking out the pipe that you entered previously, witnessed as you were exiting a small army of dwarves outside the fortress as you crept in the shadows away from there. Also, seeing the lumbering and giant form of Themberchaud plodding that way. And that's where we're going to pick up. You guys just retreated from the Flamekeeper's guardhouse and are in the streets, as you can see from afar, torches lit, and you would see what looks to be both Stone Guard and Flamekeepers kind of converging outside of this guardhouse, as Themberchaud is also slowly making his way there down the streets.
All right, mates. Head to the leader of the Stone Guard then, get paid, meet the Giants, get out of town.
I suggest we do that in the reverse order.
Stone Giants first.
The stone giants are more on the way, so to speak.
Hemeth
And then
will,
we could get out of this section of the city altogether.
Hemeth will kind of pipe up. What do you mean you're the Stone Guard and the Stone Giants? I'm sorry, I'm unfamiliar with what you were actually doing there other than killing Gartakar. Jamilfor. Would you mind making me privy to this plan that you all have? We go back.
Yeah, plan's kind of putting it loosely. The leader of the Stone Guard tasked us with killing Garthakar.
Oh,
That's what we were doing when we found you, obviously. But we also were looking for something to assist the Stone Giants in hopes that they might help us with another bit of trouble we've run into further on down the Dark Lake. Bleeding Stone.
what is payment for the Stone Guards or the Stone Giants?
Zach? You seem like you'd remember what they promised.
For the Stone Guard or the Stone
The
Giants?
Giants.
A crystal.
That is your payment is a crystal?
No,
Oh, our payment is allies.
they will assist us in the defense of Blingdenstone.
What is going on in Blingdenstone?
Goopy
It
things.
is
Goopy things?
Goopy things.
a large part of the city is occupied by what is possibly a demonic presence.
Just imagine Sloopadoop and Ooze. We're kind of hoping we can prevent that whole thing from happening there.
That was quite terrible. Well, hey, do you have a way out of here?
Why did you want to come?
I, could be persuaded. I am not in good standing with the Flamekeepers nor the Stone Guard at this moment in time. In fact,
Oh.
quite wanted by both.
Yeah, you definitely want to get out of the city then.
We should probably get you to our ship then, if you desire to travel. If that's
So, what is this
You
ship?
know-
You have a ship? I can get there. I do not want to be with you when you are in a meeting with the Stone Guard, because, as I said, wanted.
We came up from Blingenstone on a ship led by some dwellers of that city.
Do you have a name?
We came to get supplies and things like that. The ship name or the captain's name?
Either or, I'm good with finding things and people.
What was the ship's name? It had a cool name.
Salt skimmer, I believe.
Salt
Yeah,
Swimmer.
something like that. Salt Swimmer.
Okay. I will assist you with your travels, since you have freed me from my binds. This is the least I could do. You go
Good
run
to have
your
you back.
errands. I'll be waiting for you at the ship. If they
If
have
you
any-
run into Kazook, just tell him you're with us.
Kazook. Big Shine?
Yeah,
Yes, Big Shine.
you familiar?
I.
You're not
Is-
wanted by him too, are you?
No, it just last time he had a friend who was here got murdered right on the docks.
No
Does
kidding.
that happen a lot around this place?
Either that or it's a small Underdark.
It happens. That's why you should never travel alone if you are not from here.
What'd you hear about this murder? Was there like a big group of people that were arrested immediately following?
I didn't hear about the rest. More like someone was trying to get some gems out of Greckelstug and was murdered trying to do so. I know a little bit about moving things. That is all. So, a friend of a friend of a friend. Associate.
You didn't kill them, did you?
No, I would not unless there was a lot of money for it, and I think it was paying very little.
Well, you're welcome to travel with us. Like I said, go to the docks, look for Kazook, look for the Salt Swimmer.
I will
I
find this.
can't guarantee you passage. You're gonna have to speak for yourself to the captain, but like I said, just tell them you're with us. We've done a little work for them. They might look
I can
favorably.
get on and off any ship, no problem.
All right, but listen, man, you're already wanted by a bunch of people from the sound of it. I don't want you to also have to be a stowaway and then like have to be executed at sea or something. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Gnomes
go
do
talk
not
to the captain.
execute. I have known these gnomes for years. They have never executed a soul in their life.
you do your thing, man. I'm just trying to keep you out of trouble. I mean, we did just break you out of a cage.
Yes, I will go amicably. I will not go fighty and stabby.
All right.
You have my word. As he just kind of slips off into darkness, disappearing from sight.
Weller's gonna look at Dusk. We still trust that guy?
Probably not.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't do anything stupid, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have a reason not to trust him.
I mean, he hasn't shown us reason not to trust him in the past, so
I think I've just been down here too long.
Hmm.
He was probably one of the smartest people you guys had with you ever.
I don't. Yeah, legitimately, I have no reason not to trust him other than
Yeah.
everything that he says sounds suspicious.
Well,
I mean, he
The
definitely
reason-
sounds like a criminal and smuggler, and yeah, a lot of reasons to
Right.
not willing
Yeah.
to murder for enough money. So yeah, not
So a pretty great guy now that you spell it out like that. You know what? I've changed my mind. I like him.
So in the
Right.
future, when you do have him around, he does have a new person on your NPC retinue that you can use.
Ooh.
So he can help out with athletics and stealth checks, and he has an ability called the Grackle Hold'em, where he goes real big and holds someone down for a few rounds,
pretty good.
giving
That's-
them the restrained condition. They have a saving throw, but you can only do it once. So that's what he will bring to your abilities to add with your retinue.
Nice.
What? Rule stuff aside, Emmeth disappearing in the streets. You know what? Turvey will go with him to show him the way. As Turvey also disappears into darkness.
Where the hell did Turvey go?
I mean, we're all invisible
I'll
still.
be
so-
right back.
Oh,
Yeah, we're still all
I was gonna say,
invisible.
usually he says something.
Well, I'm just gonna go help him out, all right? I don't want to get lost, and he said he shouldn't be by himself, so I'm gonna go with him.
Good on you, mate.
Easy as that.
All right.
So
Well, let's start darting between buildings and heading to the stone giants. If everyone's good with that.
Let's go.
I am, mate.
Just do it as quietly as possible. I
I
don't
would
want
say
to know what's
it's
going down.
easy to do right now because a lot of the attention on this side of the city is focused on the guardhouse of the Flame Keepers. So no one is really paying much attention to what is happening in the streets themselves. Some people are still just going about their work, mining the forges and hammering away at things. But you easily make your way to the tunnel that is Cairngorm Cavern. Just as you
Anyone
left it.
remember, did we kill the guy that got away?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did you?
I think we did kill everyone in that.
Yeah, but
Well,
there was one that pushed into the room with the other ones where I cast darkness, and then we skedaddled.
Yep.
I didn't know
That's
if
exactly-
somebody
Oh,
killed.
right. No, that one.
No,
No, I
I
don't
think
think
we
we did.
left a few survivors.
So the witness.
You did leave one witness.
We're not good at this whole murdering
Alright.
thing.
Well, let's be quick and
Yeah, time. That's
out of here.
time is of the essence.
Let's get at 'em.
All right. So you are at the Cairngorm Cavern. It's a massive cave of the stone giants. Still have some stone depictions kind of on the walls and ceilings, and other than that, smooth walkway up into the main entryway, the main large actual cavern. As stone giants a lot of them kind of have their hands on the walls, and almost in a meditative kind of state. Don't really notice the small people. You guys are, so small compared to them.
Right, and also still invisible.
And also still invisible, yes. This lasts for an hour. You guys, probably about 30 minutes to get over here.
Yeah.
So the last time we were here, there was more different types of work being done. Now most of them seem to be communing with the stone, right?
Attempting to at this time, yeah.
Okay. Let's head to where we last saw the stone speaker.
Yeah, and you would see him kind of similar meditative pose with both hands against the wall.
Stone speaker, we have returned.
I hear a voice that has no body.
I apologize. We had to render ourselves invisible for invisibility purposes.
Yes. Being invisible makes one unseen.
Yes. Whoever has the crystal, put it down.
Yeah,
So that
I'll pull it out of my bag.
Did you put it? You put it in
And-
your bag?
Did I put it in my bag? I didn't have time to put it in my bag, so no.
I mean, it's
I
very,
put
it's
the
very,
armor
it's
in the
very
bag.
sharp. Is why I was asking.
Yeah, no then. I'll just go ahead and be like, right, mate, here you go. And I'll set it on the ground in front of him. Is that it?
Stone appears before me as another voice also appears.
Right, we met briefly.
A meeting can often be more than just that.
Oh, fate. Right on, mate.
A foretelling, even. Looks down at the stone and picks it up. Oh, it is you. I don't know what they have done to this. Seems twisted. Scarred. I will see what this one says. Hopefully, it will still be as important as it ever was. The rocks, the earth, the stones are unhappy, twisting, spiraling out of control.
Put my hand to the wall and try to see if there's any sort of, I don't know, smells, sights, anything that's like out of place.
Give me a
with the stone.
perception check as you put your hand up against the wall.
Sure.
With a 15.
Yeah.
Feels like warm stone.
All right. All right.
Speaker, what are the stones telling you?
They are angry and sad, crying in anguish, lamenting of what could be and what was, foreboding of what is. Ponderous and confusing times ahead, confusing times we've already had. The stones foretell of a time when things will get more ponderous, more just more.
Right. All right, mate. You said something about sending a few of your kin with us.
Yes, yes, yes. Two will go to aid our stone brothers in Blingden Stone. Two of my most honored Nicole and Jord will take the path with you. And he kind of just turns back. Nicole. Njord. Jord. Jord? Jord? It's Jord. That's what it is, not Jord. And just kind of, his voice doesn't get loud, but it still kind of somehow echoes along this cave. As two giants stand up. Most giants, actually all stone giants, are completely hairless. These ones are both kind of grayish in skin, like the stones around, with hues of orange and red. They will slowly lumber over. Nicole has defended Cairngorm Cavern as long as the stones can remember. At least remember them. Jord is a friend of the Circle. They will aid you well, and aid Blingden Stone greatly.
Good on you. Good day, mates.
They look down. We will help the stones in Blingden Stone. Haven't felt them for some time.
Right. Should we send them to the ship then? So we can take advantage of our current state?
That would seem wise.
All right, mates. Head on back to the ship. It's the Salt Skimmer.
And they both kind of looked at Hagram. Voices are invisible, unseen. What is this? Trickery. I feel them in the stones. Yet they are not there.
Right, mate. We're here. We just taking advantage of our current situation so we can get the rest of our business and leave this place. We have other people to help.
The stones will help the people if the people help the stones. I thank you, Mr. Graham. I thank you for retrieving this. I hope it is not too far gone. I hope Blingden Stone is not too far gone.
Right? I think with your help, we can probably manage after our next stop.
He just kind of nods, and the stones will greet you well. Regardless. Puts his hand on the wall, and he goes back in that meditative pose. As the two stone giants, Lakol and Jord, look to each other. Strange tidings with ones who are tricksy. Look down towards where around you guys are. We'll go to your salt swimming ship. We know
Good
it.
on you,
We
mate.
know it well.
We'll meet you back there for proper introductions.
They both just kind of nod. One of them kind of reaches into the ground as a large club kind of gets pulled up out of the ground, barely affecting the ground itself, but just kind of stripping of it of the club that it's holding in its hand. And like they're not ones for talking, obviously.
Right.
They're just off and they start lumbering. They're quicker than you guys are running.
Right. You guys ready to go? Our last stop.
Let's
Let's
finish
go.
this.
All right. Invisibly for about 15 or so minutes, it takes you to get to the outside the gates to the dock district. As you do approach invisibly, this large wall and gates manned by dozens of Dwergar along the kind of battlements.
Right. How long left on our invisibility? Like it's gone?
You got like a minute, 2 minutes at this point.
Right. So we should probably be straightforward because otherwise, well,
All agents were to be watching for our return. We might not want to just reappear out of invisibility right in front of the gate.
Right. Smart. All right. We'll go off a little bit until our invisibility wears off.
Building.
Yeah, you can time that pretty well.
All right. Right. Let's go get paid.
Well, this will be our first indication as to the situation, so just
Yeah.
be ready.
As you approach the gate,
Hmm.
a voice calls out, "What is your business in the Dark District? What is your business out of the Dark District?"
Right.
I keep walking.
The gates are shut.
We're here to see the captain.
What is your business with the captain? Which captain?
Hold on.
Drow and others.
Sorry, I'm having to look up the name.
But there's other
We are
people too.
summoned by the captain of the Stone Guard.
What is your business outside of the Lake District?
Should we tell him or should we keep it on need to know basis?
Having discussions to yourselves down there does not bode well for your situation. I suggest you answer in a straightforward manner.
We're here to see Captain Aird Blackskull. She's expecting us.
Yes, you've said already, and I have asked you what is your business outside of the Lake District.
That's not ours to share. It's the captain's if she so chooses.
Give me a persuasion check, Dusk.
That was good.
Mhm.
Not my jam. 16.
16.
That's
Your entry will be noted, and we will be following you. Any move in the wrong direction, you will be quickly put down or put in shackles.
understood, mate.
I am not your mate. Open the gate. Have a squad follow them. And then start speaking in Dwarvish. He probably would have spoken that in Dwarvish too. And the gate slowly opens.
Very, very joyous buddy there.
Mm-hmm.
Seems a bit more hostile than last time we ran into them, don't they?
Yeah, very much.
Different gates, different people.
Mhm.
And different times.
We will head right for the captain.
Okay. Going through kind of the market area that things are being traded, sold, bought, etc. And the occasional forging of weapons and armor. You can see in the distance the salt swimmer, as the two giants are already there. But as you arrive at Overlake Hold, two Dwergar on duty outside the gate. One of them kind of, "What is your business here, Drow and others?" The other one will be like, "They're here to see Captain. They've seen them before. Is that right?"
You got it.
Mm.
Of course. We will escort them to the captain. You wait out here. I'll be back in a moment. And he'll start leading you inside the kind of the jailhouse of Overlake Hold. As you can see, some of you guys have spent time in these jail cells and have seen them more intimately than others. Some of you have not seen it, and it's kind of jail cells surrounding the entire outside perimeter of this large room with kind of like desks in the center space and like kind of hallways around the jail cells, with some stairs kind of leading up, and he'll lead you up those stairs, as you're definitely getting eyed by everyone in here, and you'd hear screams, and there's probably some torture going on. You know, people calling out for their mothers or what have you, cursing the gods. But you are led up to the office of Captain Erday Blackskull, and inside of her office, his guard will make no introduction and just kind of shuffle you inside, leaving you in there with Captain Erday Blackskull herself. Well, it would seem that you have made quite a stir already.
And you know it's been done.
I do not know the ramifications of what has been done. It's still like proof. There's also, yes. Tell me what you have found.
I'll just. We have the helmet.
Mhm.
We have the weapon. Someone take the shield.
I don't think so.
And I mean, all of it be pretty bloody, right? We haven't cleaned it.
Yeah.
Well,
You should also know that he seemed to be consorting with some sort of shape-shifting creature that took the form of a
Incubus.
fanciful Dwergar, but revealed its true form when we dispatched it. I'm not certain if it was demonic, but it was certainly not something normally seen here.
Oh, it was definitely the
Interesting.
demonic, like signs and the fiery bone dragon. Yeah, they were doing some really weird things.
Bone Dragon.
Yeah, all on fire.
This does not bode well. But that is the way it goes. Fire and
Well, they're all
dragons
mostly
make
dead now.
sense. Mostly. As long as Gartakar is gone. That is all that matters. The rest should fall in line. I do have a couple of people ready to take over.
And with all due respect, as you can well imagine, we do need to leave quickly.
Yes. And it would seem that the Flame Keepers aren't the only people that are watching for you.
Mm.
Someone else inquired.
Someone else indeed. But I did remember I owed a favor. So I went ahead and at my own discretion chose to use that favor. And a bit of the money. But
Or the
needless to
one,
say, you are not being looked for here in Gracklestug anymore. I told them you were not here anymore. You were at one point and have since moved on to darker pastures. Mind you, this was
or the
no cheap
ones looking
endeavor.
for us, or the ones looking for us, perhaps Drow.
Of course. Who else would be after runaway slaves?
Of course they were.
Well, if we
I
could
mean,
take
of
what
course we
remains
would
of,
be too as well, but this is where the money comes in. So in a
well,
way,
if
I
we could
bought your
take,
freedom out of here.
Right? And the coin?
As I said, I bought your freedom out of here. I have 2,000 gold left over to exchange for you. So I used up the favor and some of the money, just so you could continue on as you were.
well, then we will take the rest of the coin and be out of your way.
I would like that very much. The more I do business with you folks, the more I could understand a partnership in the future.
And let's continue. Maybe we can get a partnership in the future.
It could help me so much. Yes, if you are ever in Gracklestug again, of course come see me. I will probably be in a position of greater power, but do not forget those who have helped me come so far.
Right?
Slides over a small satchel of 2,000 gold.
All right, mates. You ready?
Let's go.
Pleasure doing business.
Absolutely. Have a safe trip across the lake.
Yeah,
No.
I think we'll leave that.
As we make out of the hold, Dusk is fantasizing about the Demogorgon popping up in the middle of this city at this point. But anyway, um,
We
You're,
can,
you're 2,000
summon
gold
it.
richer, though.
We can summon the Demogorgon.
no, but
Right.
let's make to the boat. We need to get onto the lake and start heading towards the grove.
Right.
All right. Is there anything you'd like to do before you get to the boat?
I vote just beat feet
Yeah.
to the boat and
Getting on
get
the
out.
boat right now, yeah.
Yeah.
Who the boat?
Okay. This might be your last chance to buy anything at Gracklestug for a while.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we need any potions or anything like that while we're here?
I mean, I've looked at it. It's got a lot of really nice like potion of stone giant strength for Weller. I mean, I hate to say it. I know it's short lived, but boy, on a hard fight, that'd be nice. Or like, I don't know if we can even afford a ring of fire resistance for someone. Fight a lot of demons. Like people up front. I don't know. That's the only things that really stuck out besides potions of healing.
Yeah. I think we got a few potions left.
I think I've got a few potions left as well. All
We
right,
got
no,
one potion left in the bag.
well, I've got one on me.
So we could probably buy a ring if we
Well, we have fought the oozes
Four.
before, right?
Mm-hmm.
we got
Didn't they-
4,500.
Poison,
Acid.
acid.
Something acid resistant would be nice. But
We got 4,500.
so, I mean, go the cheap route, get a potion of fire resistance. But there's only
There's only one.
one of those. Yeah. I mean, most beneficial, cheap, potion of stone giant strength for Weller.
And a few extra potions of healing would not go amiss, especially if your healers are compromised.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Potion of healing and maybe the two maybe one potion of greater healing.
That sounds good.
Yes, we decide quickly.
So potion of healings. We can get those. One of greater healing.
Taking all 6 potions of healing.
Yeah, I mean, we should.
I do also have those 2 bars of mithril that are worth 400 gold each.
Which
Yeah,
you-
I mean, I've got in the bag. I've got 8 diamonds of 250 each.
I got a couple of rubies that are worth a little bit too. I got 375 gold rubies.
Yeah, in the bag we've got a big 500 gold ruby, 8 small ruby, 250 each. So we got a lot of money.
Yeah, we got a lot of money. Yeah,
So 300, 700 for the 700 for the potions. 1 greater healing and all 6 healing. That is $700. 700 gold, sorry.
yeah, but yeah, I got you.
And we need anything else?
Well, honestly, what about the ring of protection for Cosmos? You have the lowest AC of all of us, and you still manage to get hit every now and then.
And by every now and then, he means constantly.
Yeah.
If we do that, we can't. I don't think unless we
3,450 gold.
with the 2,000
Right.
gold and the diamonds, we got about maybe 5,000.
Well, we don't want to sell the diamonds. We need that for Revivify. But the rubies, the mithril, and anything else.
Are you trying to sell the mithril here?
I think you should hang on to that.
Yeah,
we
I
can-
wouldn't try to sell it here.
I was
Yeah,
going to say, before I try to sell it, I want to see if we can find somebody that can tell us about the symbol that was stamped on it.
Oh, I forgot about that part. Oh, I could sell the rubies.
Yeah, if you sell the rubies,
Do you want
much
to
rubies you
inquire
got?
around about the symbol?
Oh, see, that's where it gets sketchy.
because it was taken from a sarcophagus. So this could be a burial symbol or something that people would be like, "What? You're grave robbing?" And that's my concern.
yeah.
I think we should just. Yeah, so the potions are good.
So
And
yeah, so the potion. So with the gold you got, so that would be 1,300 gold left. in there. So we got, and I'll put them in the bag here. So we got 7 potion of healing. We got 1 of greater healing.
So we
One
should
Got a
probably
greater
each
healing
equip-
on my pouch already too.
we should probably
Okay.
each equip a standard healing potion
Yeah.
for those holy crap moments, and
Mhm.
then divide up the others to people who seem to most often need it.
Okay.
So let's see. Do I still have a potion of healing
So
on?
who doesn't
my-
have one on them?
I
don't
gave
think
away my
I
last
do.
one.
I've
couple
got
of-
1 on me right now. So who doesn't have one?
I do not
Dust
see one in
doesn't
my inventory.
currently have one.
Okay, then that means you got 6, 1 to Weller. You don't have one, Dusk?
No, I gave away my last.
So 5 potion of healing in the bag. Anyone else wants one?
I have one.
Okay, you have 1.
But remember, they do no good in the bag. By the
No,
time
that's
it
the thing.
rolls
But
through.
we
I have one on me. Yeah.
well, as long as we got 1 each on us at all times.
I'll hold 2 because
You'll
I
hold
can
2?
get to someone faster than anyone else if needed.
Okay. Okay, then 4 potions of healing left in the bag, and 1 greater healing. Who wants the greater healing? You
Who
wanna
gets
take-
hit the most?
You want to take the greater healing, Dusk, since you can probably use it more efficiently getting to someone if we really need to.
Do you already have one, Kaz? Is it you have one besides that one, or
No, I've got myself. I've got 1 potion of healing in my pockets. That's
I
in the
think
bag.
either myself or Weller needs to hold the greater, but
All right,
if-
then
if-
Weller.
if I can, I can do that.
All right, and Weller, if you or yourself, I'm gonna remove it, whichever you guys put in
Roll
your
for it.
pockets. Yeah,
I would
that's
say
right.
it would make more sense to Dust to have it, for the reasons that he said before. I mean, if he's in charge of it, he can get around quicker than the rest of us.
All right, we might change that tack later before a fight if we know it's coming, but I'll put it on my sheet for now.
Okay.
All right.
Why do I have?
Does anyone want anything else?
Oh, there it goes.
I said, unless we want any of these other magic items or anything like that.
Yeah, unless you want to get the magic items.
Right.
I have a lot of stuff on my sheet I don't actually have, so I'm getting rid of it.
Yeah,
That's a good
I
idea.
noticed that too.
Correct.
I guess while you're
Oh, I
at it,
still
Weller,
have-
if you want to go ahead and equip the plate armor of fire resistance, you can.
Ooh, that's gonna be awesome for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what, an 18 armor class plus the properties.
Plus fire resistance.
Plus
Just
fire
because
resistance.
while you're
Ooh.
messing with your character sheet stuff.
Yep. Yeah, that
That's
works.
awesome.
So yeah, you guys, is there anything else you'd like before you leave Cracklestug? Before you head to the Salt Swimmer?
I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good right now.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't need anything.
Okay.
Good.
Heading over to the Salt Swimmer, you can see that the stone giants are, one of them's kind of on the side of it, the other's already on board, kind of looking out over the lake. As they do fit on here, pretty well actually. And you do see Hemeth, Turvy, Cappy, and Rumpadump all on there, along with the other gnomes. One of them will kind of just actually, Wurz will approach you guys as you guys make it to the ship. Oh, I was waiting when you'd show up. Like we picked up more than just some giants and salt. Bringing a dwarf with us too, eh?
Yes. How
Right, Captain.
how did the trading conclude?
Yeah, easy breezy. Exactly as I thought it would. Salt for weapons. They don't like much the taste of salt here, but they do like the preservative of it. So One thing everyone needs in the world is salt.
Right.
Well, if we could get underway quickly, that would be wise.
Got plenty of blades and a little bit of armor, but mostly the weapons is what we needed. But yeah, we're ready to shove off when you guys are.
Ready when you are.
Right, Captain.
All right, well, you had it, lads. Just shove off and get out of this fucking place. Don't want to come back here for a while.
All right.
Yes, quite a while.
A lot of the gnomes, you would see a bunch of them, like, half coughing. They're not very used to the Graklung, as they call it.
Right.
But as you guys start to head off and shove off into the Dark Lake once more, leaving behind Gracklestug once more, seeing the fiery, kind of that warm cavern in the distance as everything gets colder on the lake. You still feel the warmth, but it's just everything seems colder. As you guys are water lapping up and Weller equips his fancy new armor. Is there anything you'd like to do along this travel? Hemeth does seem on edge, just kind of being on a boat again. And the rest of the crew just kind of going about, seem a little more upbeat than they were. Some of them still coughing as they go. But what are you guys up to on the ship?
This brass full plate we found can you identify this? I don't even know if it's
Yeah. I need a little bit of time, but I can sit and do it.
thanks is.
All right.
And I will ritually cast Identify.
What does your ritual look like as you identify it?
I have this gigantic pearl, and I just like, oh, and I make the most ungodly noises that are not needed, but it makes me feel magical. And I just swirl it around, being annoying.
As like half the gnomes are watching, like getting distracted on their work. Oh, what do you think she's doing? I think she's gonna burn the armor. I don't know. Drow don't burn stuff. Think she's gonna throw it overboard? I don't know. Might be doing devil stuff with it. But yeah, it is.
Ears got down when she's screeching.
Yeah, for sure. The stone giants would also kind of like, one of them would be intrigued, but wouldn't say anything. Like, you definitely have the attention of people as you're looking over this armor. It is a full plate armor of fire resistance.
Nice.
I would say you could tell that this is actually aged about 5,000 years.
Wow.
It's some ceremonial full plate armor.
Oh,
All right.
That's go ahead.
And
are there any markings on it?
There are a few. Mostly notably, I would say, Yezebo, you'd be able to tell this comes from the city of Brass. Hence brass armor. But there would be some markings that look concerning, but you know that they just kind of bestow that resistance to fire. But they aren't in the most savory kind of language.
So perhaps Weller should not wear it for the very important reason that gold and brass clash.
Yes.
Right. I'll put it back in the bag unless maybe one of the gnomes can use it.
Yes, or we can just throw it overboard.
I'm gonna
I'm
throw it back.
sure it will survive
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Steven already said
Couple.
I put mine on.
As you're kind of talking about it, Weller's already just kind of putting it on him. Looks fine.
I'm like, this belongs in a museum on display somewhere.
Yeah, museum in Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
Well, I'll give it back to whoever wants it after we get out of here.
Sounds fair.
Right.
Weller, I'm impressed. You hinted that we would be getting out of here. That's the
Well.
first time I've heard you say that.
I've been much
Right.
more positive since that dream I had.
Yeah.
What was your dream?
Memories through someone else's eyes, memories that I had lost.
It was like memories out of the corner of your mind
Mm,
about the way
Poetic.
you were.
that's exactly right. Couldn't have put it better myself.
How deliciously vague. Got it.
One last parting gift from Jim Jar, we'll say.
As you say, Jim Jar, Turvey kind of looks down a little bit, but then he'll resume looking back up at Weller, and kind of almost a light smile will come over his face. But he won't say anything. What? As the water's lapping along the sides of the boat, making headway into darkness beyond, going in smaller caverns into larger caverns, or smaller tunnels into larger caverns, and it's a weird, and you guys have all been on the Dark Lake many a times, but it's still this weird cave lake thing. It's not all one giant open area, you know, several smaller, almost like different biomes as you're passing through areas that have fungal growth along some pillars, other twisting spindles kind of going almost to the ceiling. Sometimes you would have little spikes jutting out from the bottom. But Wurs is pretty good about navigating most of this when it's visible, at least. But he'll also announce that there's probably like a 2-3 day to get there, and then I don't know, it estimate about a day hike to Neverlight Grove. We do have some carts to bring back stuff, unless you guys don't want the carts. I don't know.
Depends how much mushrooms you need.
Well, I was estimating about 100 pounds of the stuff, maybe 2.
100 pounds. They should be good without the cards.
Right.
All right, well, yeah, well, then maybe we'll stay on the ship while you take the little mushroom guy and find it. The Blotsnet
Sounds like a
is.
plan.
Heck, with some stone
It is a
giants,
plan.
yeah, with some stone giants guarding the ship, we should be fine on the edges. Yeah.
Yeah, we hopefully this will be a quick in and quick out expedition.
Well, I mean, you got a hike there, so it might be a ways.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine. I just, it won't be as quick as Gracklestug. Glad we were only there for less than a day. Wouldn't want to stay the night.
No.
Oh, I'd rather stay the night in Greco-Stone than stay the night in the middle of nowhere.
You get that crack lung if you stay too long. All the soot and smoke in the air, the coal they burn, it's dragon flames.
I got it last time. It's not that bad. You quickly recover.
Well, speak for yourself. Not everyone's so lucky. Mine actually died of great lung a couple 100 years ago.
Oh, shoot.
Stay in the city too long, it gets to you.
Doesn't sound good.
Casmus, say you're sorry for his loss.
Yeah, I am actually sorry for your loss, there, Captain.
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, she, chose to live there for some odd reason. Kind of stupid if you ask me, when we had perfectly good... well, actually, there's a whole story there, but I'm not going to get into all that. But thanks, I mean, been a while. What? And the gnomes will kind of start exchanging stories about their families and stuff, and growing up in Blingdenstone or growing up outside of Blingdenstone and kind of making their way back. And the giants would just kind of be stoic and sitting down as to not rock the boat, because they very much will every time they move. Kind of sitting in the corners. And this kind of goes on as the stories are exchanged, and people kind of going on watch duty, keeping a lookout for Wurz as he steers the way. He will let one of the stone giants steer some of the time too, because they're very adept at it. It's almost like it was built for a stone giant. But this does continue into the dark of the night, if whatever you want to call it. I don't remember what we... Dark of the twilight. As you guys do get a long rest on the boat. And kind of like... I would say as you guys like maybe interchanging watches, as the gnomes are doing as well, and the giants. As you're waking up, there is kind of a thick fog in this cavern that you're trudging along in.
Another one?
Another what? Thick fog?
Yeah, we had one on the way to Greco-Stone.
It happens.
Does this feel like fog?
It doesn't feel like it's unusually hot. It just feels like moisture in the air. It's humid, but it's not like, doesn't feel like steam, like super hot, not sweltering.
Right,
It just feels like
be on
fog.
alert.
Yeah,
Every
everyone
time we've
be
encountered
prepared
fog
just
on
in
Blade.
case.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Right.
As it makes it really hard to see anything beyond like maybe 15 feet from the boat. And so Wurz is taking it rather slowly through this portion of the lake. You would see occasionally these columns of stone poking up out of the waters, but just barely. Occasional scrape up against the side of the boat, but just superficial damage.
Casmus, are you able to see through this fog any better than him?
Casmus gonna try to look further out.
Casmus, you can't... You have great dark vision. You do not have fog vision, unfortunately, as you can only see...
You don't have fog lights? Come
Yeah.
on, man.
That's
No,
why they
this
do
is
have
just-
the lamps kind of on the edges and close to the front of the boat. But it,
No,
Right,
this is-
and I make
it's
sure
actu-
water walk's going on the giants
okay.
and us.
As you cast
At
Water Walk
least.
on the giants, and you.
The
It,
party.
I will do dancing lights and put them out in front of the boat,
Okay.
like lower to the water.
and if the fog becomes too thick, there is the possibility that one of the giants, if he were to stand up, could be above the fog. But let's save that only if we have no other option.
Are you ritually casting Water Walk?
Yeah, I've been doing it the whole trip.
Well, didn't.
That's like my. I didn't say it at the beginning. I know I
Well, because you guys slept,
did. Right.
so I didn't know if you had time or whenever you guys left.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Let's say as you wake up, you cast Water Walk on everyone.
I figure the
As-
giants are the best options.
Absolutely. But with the dancing lights ahead, you would quickly start to see underneath the water just a little bit. Not anything moving, but you would see little bits of land, sandbars. But unfortunately, not quick enough. As kind of just as one of the gnomes calls out, I think we got land. And then this loud kind of crash as the boat crashes up the side of a sandbar that you can see along the side of it, covered in rocky hard bits, like just sharp, jagged rock underneath the sands. As
So
you-
we basically just beached ourselves on a coral
It
reef.
seems you've beached yourselves on a coral reef / sandbar.
Go down into the hold and see if the ship is taking on water.
As you go down into the hold and look down, it is indeed taking on water. As the gnomes quickly also rush down. Shit, we got a lake boss.
I'm gonna use control water. Not ritually casting or anything, just control water and keep the water from going underneath the boat.
Are
Like,
you
any
going
more-
down below the hole as well? Or are you going like outside of the boat?
No, I would do it from like inside where the water's coming in.
Okay.
Dusk will start grabbing pieces of ship, and everyone will see him start rapidly putting small parts of it back into place,
Okay.
and he's going to mend what he can.
There is a sizable tear in the bottom of the
Yeah.
ship, unfortunately.
It would take a long
It's going to
time.
take a long
So I
time.
can only keep this up for an hour.
The
So to
fungi will
keep-
go down there too with his tools and
Yeah,
start
same
working
with
to air.
Okay.
We need to get where it's not taking on water, even if we're beached.
The giants will kind of step out of the boat and onto kind of the sandbar as a couple of gnomes will also kind of join with them to kind of
Attack it from that side.
getting to work out there. And the giants will also kind of lift up the boat a little bit to make it a little easier, especially with the water being pushed out of the boat. Makes that easier as well.
Well, whoever's not actively repairing the boat, keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
Who is not actively helping repair the boat? Or what
Uh,
is everyone doing? I know what Dusk, Fungi, and Zach are doing.
Casmus will
I'm
keep
using-
an eye out.
I'm going down below to help try to patch with my tools and whatever I can.
Okay.
Same. I'm gonna take my tools with Weller.
Casmus would use his familiar and his own eyes to keep an eye out.
All right, Casmus, give me a perception check then.
Perception. 17.
Pretty good. Casmus, as you're peering out over the ledge, there's other sandbars nearby. Just barely make them out. But behind like a pillar, you would notice some bones on a nearby beach. Honestly, like not too far away from the boat itself. And you would start to hear the occasional... Actually, you would hear, not the occasional, splash. Louder splash than you anticipated. Not coming from the side where the giants are outside or underneath the boat. And you can kind of just barely make out a figure. Just barely. Disappears under the water, though.
Great. There's someone else out there who should hurry up. He would point a direction. He would point a direction where it is down there. We should hurry up and get out of here.
As they're all below deck and you point somewhere up top.
Are you yelling in the hold?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah. He would. Yeah, he'd be yelling in the hole, and someone probably would see him point further out in the fog.
How are we doing on the repairs so far?
You're getting it done. It's just gonna take some time, even with like the mending and your skill set. It's not gonna be something that's gonna take much longer than just like a minute.
Scream in terror if we are attacked.
Weller will hand his tools off to one of the other people that are down here so they can continue working.
As there are, well, I mean, you guys are there's 5 of you, then there's no gnomes down there. They're all outside trying to repair.
Okay.
But if you want to switch spaces with one of the gnomes, you can.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll tell one of the gnomes to come take over from me, and I'll go back topside and look at where Casmus is pointing.
Yeah, I'm gonna come along the same too and see like where'd you see it? Out on the beach? Out on the
Points out to this small beach that looks like it has a pillar in it, but there's also like bones lining the beach too. Just barely make it out through the fog.
About how far is it?
15-20 feet.
You say it was something that went underwater?
Yeah, I went underwater.
Yeah, 30-40
Heard
feet.
a lot of splash. Rather loud splashes.
All right.
Did it look like a creature, humanoid?
Can't really say. It was very hard to discern what the figure was through this fog.
Fungi is going to use Wild Companion to go out and to pull into the water an octopus. It's an octopus out there, and have it start looking for wherever it might be a little odd. I'll start warding into it.
Sure, give me a perception check with that octopus. Got +2.
Make sure I'm pulling up the one.
Only has 30 feet of dark vision though.
And
While he's doing this, I'll direct the stone giants to set up a bit of perimeter.
The stone giants
Kinda
are kind
in
of
front of us.
working on the ship. Like, yeah, we're. You want us to stop work? What do you mean?
Maybe one of you continue, one of the other ones come out this direction. Help us keep an eye out.
Which direction? Over there?
Yeah, the direction that Casmus pointed and showed us. And then I'll imitate the direction that Casmus
Okay.
pointed and showed us.
As one of them will kind of continue the work. As he goes, I don't see anything.
Yeah, just be prepared. We had the feeling we're not alone.
As I would say, fungi, through the vision of your octopus, it's hard to make out what they are, but you can see several figures swimming around the sandbar that that the ship is beached on, not the other one.
Can't see this. How big are they?
Big, large
Big
size.
things out there. Okay, very big things. I'm just gonna kind of direct Squidly Diddly here to just lift his tentacle out of the water so we can try and see if we can see where he is from there. Going to kind of point in the direction for us.
Yeah, I mean, it would be around the sandbar as there are figures swimming around it. It look like they're quickly approaching the sandbar.
Everybody be ready. It looks like we might be being surrounded.
We'll get on the
Giants,
deck.
can you set us on the ground?
You're not out there.
Oh,
I swear if I hear Lee McGugan.
You
Well,
might
they
be
seem
there.
bigger.
Thanks for the great news.
As you guys are kind of, those of you down below patching up, those of you up top kind of waiting and anticipating, seeing as the one giant's kind of over by the sandbar that is not being worked on, and the other one is kind of working along with a pair of gnomes that are just kind of trying to patch up as quick as possible. As you're definitely ready for it, as several very large mermaid creatures abruptly launch themselves from the water around the sandbar.
Take it, we've seen these before.
You have seen these before. I'm gonna bring you guys to a map.
Okay.
And we're gonna roll some initiative. As to no one's surprise, it seemed like they're surrounding the area where water was leaking into, or the sandbar that is being worked on at this moment. Unfortunately, some of you guys are down in the hold. I'll bring you to the top.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, to roll initiative.
I mean, you'll be on the
Wonder
initiative
if
even
roll
if you...
20s
Yeah,
gonna auto do the event. Hey,
I like the stone giant.
It
There
did.
she is.
As yeah, so the sandbar up here, those of you that can see, is the one that Casmus saw the thing plop into the water. Down here is where all these creatures are. Unfortunately,
should I roll for Squidly?
no, he just goes on your turn. Like he's just out there.
Oh, I like their new token. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Nice.
Here's new stone giant token.
Yeah, like them.
That's cool.
Yeah, really. That looks very nice.
But as we roll initiative, folks, we are going to go ahead and take our little 5-10 minute break. I know some of you guys aren't showing up on the initiative, or you are. You're just on the GM layer.
Right.
But we'll take our
Okay.
5-10 here. So stick around. We'll be back in a few.
See y'all in a bit.
Alrighty, folks, we're back in it. Last we left off, our troop was back on the lake, now with a Dwergar and 2 stone giant companions to help with the battle for Blingdenstone. Have to make a stop along the way at Neverlight Grove. But along the way, the ship landed on a spiky sandbar, coral reef type thing. And while repairs were being made and underway, and you guys saw it coming, as there were creatures in the water that launched attacks at those that were attempting to repair the ship outside of it. We have rolled initiative here, as several of you are down below, working on... That's interesting. Several of you are down below, still at work, as the others up top were. I'm assuming, is that a fair location? Because you guys were looking over this direction. If you feel like you were elsewhere, feel free to move yourselves on the ship. You have now to do so. But what do you guys think? Clash Defiant or Movement Proposition?
Movement Proposition. I feel like I've heard Clash Defiant a lot.
That's fair. Movement Proposition. It's mostly this. Well, fair enough. Weller, you are up first as these monstrous merfolk creatures erupt from the waters, looking to assault the giant.
I am not going to be able to get to them. I will. Well, I know I can make it to the edge of the boat. What was that 25? Yeah, 25. I will rush to the edge of the boat, the gunnel.
Oh,
and
look at you, boat terms.
Right, fancy boat knowledge. Let me see. You know what? Let's do a. No. I have to keep reminding myself that my hammer that I picked up is not like Yolner. It doesn't come back to me.
It does not. You don't have that one yet.
Oh man, that'd be so cool. All right, in that case, let's throw a. Well, you know what? Instead of wasting an attack on a javelin, I am just going to hold my attack for if a creature gets closer and surrounds the stone giant directly off my nose.
Okay, that would be about 10 feet down.
How much movement did I have left? I think that was on the other side of Hema. So that was 20 feet
you got
there.
10 feet, yeah.
Okay. I will drop down 10 feet. Is that in water or is that on the
That's in
bar?
water / where the some of the broken wood is floating there in part of the bar, so it's wet, but you'd be walking on it.
Okay. All right. I'll do that then. So I'll go ahead and just move the extra 10 feet.
All right.
Oh, it does. Okay. Yeah. So I'll be there and I will just hold an attack for if any of them come within range and make a move on our newly acquired stone giant friend.
All right. That will take us to Zakandrin, who's down below, hearing something happening up top. Not sure what. Something's happening outside the boat. You hear splashing.
Right, mate. You all good?
Silence.
No, we're gonna need help up here.
All right, I'll bonus action activate my boots and fly up there. Maintain control over control water.
Okay. As your boots fly, what's the speed on them?
30 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would be able to get... You got 20 more feet of movement, essentially. Oh, it'll be 10 over, 10 up. So you got 10 more feet of movement as you really arrive, like, out of here.
Okay. Well, controlling water. Is there any other spell effects going on or anything else I see?
No, you see several merfolk-like creatures looking like they're about to assault this giant. All of them with big
use
harpoons attached to their, well, holding on to them.
Yeah, I'm going to use my control water then to start creating a whirlpool right here.
Right where?
Right there.
Let's see if I got a whirlpool. I don't have a whirlpool, but I got a portal.
I mean, that's pretty close. Is it that big?
I don't know how big. You tell me. It's your spell.
Yeah, I mean, covering those four, and it's just like
Where's
you
it at?
see like shadows. Huh?
How big is it? This is a 15-foot radius there.
Whirlpool is
I think it's pretty big.
50 feet and 25 feet deep. Okay. 5 feet wide at the base, up to 50 feet wide at the top.
Okay, so how wide do you want it? So this isn't water here. That's the thing. But it does splash over if you want it to.
Then put it here. See, I can't see it super well, so it's shadowy.
It's dark, yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. Put it there.
Okay. As shadows start to grip the water and swirl it around. Is any immediate effects?
Immediately. Okay, so this is. Sorry, it's a lot.
It's a lot. Yep.
Whirlpool, yes.
You cast the spell.
They immediately need to make a strength saving throw, or they take 2d8 bludgeoning damage. If they fail that save, they need a strength
Rolled one
athletics
too many.
check.
Got a 14, a 13, and a 16.
16 passes.
Alrighty.
The damage. It's even got one on here. Here we go.
Or they take 10
10.
points of damage, the other would take half.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And the ones that fail have to make a strength athletics check to get out. DC
Okay.
16.
Anything
That's
else for
it.
Zach? Alright.
Yeah,
That'll
that's
take
enough.
us to Chasmus, seeing all these things appear out of the water as Zach flies up with his moth-winged boots and commands the waters. Zach, you're kind of just standing on the entryway to the below deck.
Am I not above it?
You tell me. You just flew up.
Yeah, you said I had 20 feet of movement, so
You had-
10
you
feet
had
up.
10 feet of movement. So yeah, okay, you're 10 feet up. Gotcha. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So we're
Chasmus.
gonna do an hypnotic pattern right there to encompass those three, but not the stone giant. It's 30 foot, should that 30 foot,
Yes.
30-foot cube. So it should be good.
It's not
like
that
this.
big. That is a 60-foot cube. What you were doing.
So 15 foot.
It would be 15. Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, can I encompass those three? No, I'm gonna encompass those two then. Yeah, I can't encompass all three.
All right. As you unleash, what does this look like as you cast this? I don't know if we've ever seen you cast it yet.
Some green and blue light would just come out of Casmus Sand and go there and completely surround the area and swirl around those two.
As it swirls around them, is it a wisdom save?
It is a wisdom save.
They got a 16 and a 20.
They both succeed.
As they kind of snarl and just breathe out as it just kind of dissipates around them, as they are unfortunately unaffected by it. Anything else for Casmus? The great spell when it works.
Yeah, you're just gonna go in the middle right there, and that'll be it.
All right. That will take us to Fungi.
Right. Let's see, move closer. Not really. Does it require me to use any action or bonus action to direct my octopus to move away?
He can move wherever you want. Yeah, it's just like you just tell he'll act on his own however you want. Yeah, he can move away.
Yeah, I'm just going to direct him to move a little out of away here to safety, and I'm going to drop a level 3 moonbeam
Oh.
on the 3 that are already in the whirlpool. I think I can hit all 3 of them. That
A moonbeam?
yeah. What was the radius on that thing?
5 feet.
Oh, well, okay. Maybe I can't hit the 2 that are at least. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You'd be able to hit one of them.
Well, they gotta be like in it.
They need to
Like,
be
they're
at
just,
least
like,
half,
to the
at least
side.
more in it. I would say that wouldn't count.
Oh, okay.
If they were like this, even that would be a stretch.
Dang.
That's a tough one.
All right, then.
You know what? Sure, yeah, you can cast it there. It'll hit them both.
Yeah.
Why
Okay.
not?
And I will.
Does they have to make wisdom or
AD.
con saves?
Con 16s.
One got a 20, one got a 7. That's
All
pretty,
right.
pretty good damage, though.
Dang.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
As this beam of moonlight shoots down like a beacon for all the Underdark to see. Nah, it's foggy, so it's not too bad.
yeah, and bonus action, I'll just prep the shillelagh.
Okay. Prepping Shalalala. Taking us to Dusk, who's below deck, seeing Zack fly up top and hearing sounds of spells being cast. That's all that's really happened so far.
Dusk will stop the mending and dart up,
Okay.
get on deck.
I'll say this will cost you 20 feet of movement to get there. As you see what you see. Magic
He
swirling
will-
over here. A little bit of magic happening here, but seeming to, unfortunately, no effect.
He will, as a bonus action, ignite Dawn.
Okay. How bright you want Dawn to be?
Let's do her standard brightness. Yeah.
Standard brightness. Makes it bright.
Okay.
A lot
And
nicer.
Move over here. Sorry, I'm just taking one quick look at the map.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And he will fire a starry wisp out of Dawn's blade at this guy.
Okay. As Dawn shoots light forth, a 12 is going to miss,
Ooh,
unfortunately.
That sucked.
Just barely as it splashes right next to them.
And that is all.
Alright, that will take us to Yezebo, below deck.
All right. I'm gonna try my best and get up to the top.
Alright. I will say, unfortunately, this will take all of your movement just because you have to climb up 10 feet, so that'd be 20 more feet. So you get there.
I get right to the edge.
Right to where you're at. As you're able to move to the ladder essentially and climb up the ladder.
Good, good, okay. Let's just throw Toll the Dead 60 feet. Yes. Alright. What have I got? This one. Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead.
Like
There's a little... Does anyone
Oh.
hear this happen, or is it silent like Zax too?
No, it rings.
Okay.
Like
Little-
like a gong.
Little gong sound. Is it a wisdom saving throw?
It is a wisdom 16.
Alright.
Um
He got a 16. Or it got a 16.
Alright, this one has full health, right?
Yes. But so it takes no damage if it makes it save.
Okay.
Unfortunately. It seems to have its eye on a quarry. And that would be the giant.
Alright. That's it.
Alright, that will take us to the giants. This one will rush down. First attack, he's actually going to try to baseball bat this guy into the whirlpool. Hitting him, he's got to make a strength save. Yeah, he baseball bats that guy into the whirlpool. And then he's going to rush around. That's as far as he gets. And then he's going to swipe at him. And actually try and smash him. Look out! As he does a significant amount of damage. Ending that guy's turn. And this stone giant will rush up. He doesn't have to rush anywhere. He's going to baseball bat the guy right next to him. Missing as the sand sinks into his feet and his big old club swings, sand flies everywhere. He's going to try that again. Very much hitting. Very much doing a lot of damage. He just starts grunting, "Look out, little one. Get back to the ship." And that will end their turn. Taking us to the Marrow. So talk to me about this whirlpool shit. The two that...
Okay, so if they failed their save, they need to make a athletics check, a DC 16,
Okay.
to try to escape.
As they're stuck in it, the other two are not, though?
Right, yeah, they can use their swim speed to get out.
Okay. They're gonna do that shit. As this guy's gonna try to harpoon... Actually, you know what? He's gonna swim up next to that giant. Start harpooning and clawing and biting. Hitting the shit out of every single attack. As the giant takes a good chunk as this one guy pops up to him. All the rest, this is the only guy that move. He doesn't move away. But they all chuck harpoons at the big giant. As several of them hit. Actually, not several of them. A few of them hit. I think 3. What we got? Missing 1. Okay, 3 of their attacks hit. Not for a ton, but not for a little. All doing the same amount of damage, surprisingly. As they launch their harpoons into the giant, just trying to kind of hold him down as this one approaches with his harpoon, trying to lash out wildly. But that will end the Marrow's turns. As these guys, is that their action to do the athletics check?
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
So they will take moonbeam damage at the end of their turn.
Reroll that.
I would say, yeah, reroll it for a different instance. They both failed. As one of them kind of... You can't really hear it over the swirling of the waters, but you can see his body just start bursting into different kind of boils and bubbles. As the other one is still up, but not looking good. Which ends their turn, taking us all the way back to the top with Weller.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and advance towards this guy. How deep is the water on the sandbar if I step off and go?
You have water walking
like
on
this
right now.
direction? Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just going to move up here and take a swing at that one.
All right. As you can see, the giant next to you, several of these harpoons with long chains are kind of holding him down at the moment from the other Marrow.
Like that. Let's do the maul.
17 will absolutely hit.
And let's... Yeah, okay, I'll stick with that for this one. And...
$18 points of damage as you just wail into this guy. Like, head on a swivel, nearly gets knocked off, but is standing firm. You hear the crunching of his bones as he nearly gets... Well, let's see if he gets knocked to the ground, because he might.
Does he get toppled?
He does get toppled.
And I will extra attack on him.
Okay, at advantage.
And, whoop, there it is. Advantage. Ooh, another one.
20 will absolutely hit. $18 points of damage as you crush his ribcage into the ground. He is no more. It curses at you in a tongue you do not speak.
Weller will chuckle at that.
Speaks
let's see,
Abyssal.
I've still got some movement. Kind of like having
The gnome would have climbed back onto the ship at this
Okay.
point too.
We'll go ahead and just stand next to the stone giant and wait for whoever steps up next.
All right, that will take us to Zach.
Maintaining control of water. Whirlpool's fine. And giant look hurt.
A little bit. They both look a little hurt. Honestly, this one took a beating from just one guy, but this one has 3 harpoons stuck in him as he's kind of semi-chained down to the... You know, he's restrained, essentially.
I think I have... No, it's a concentration. I'll just go ahead and fly over and heal him.
Okay.
If it'll open.
Will it open? Do they need to make another strength save for the whirlpool?
Yeah, to get out of the whirlpool, yes.
I mean, do they make one on this turn? Or...
On their turn.
Okay,
Yeah, for their action.
fair enough.
Cure wounds. There you go. There we go.
Yeah, heal him a
12.
little bit. The harpoons are still stuck in him. but he is healed for that.
That's it for my turn.
All right. As you kind of touch him, you can feel his stony skin. Well, feels like stone, which takes us to Casmus.
He is going. Which one of them are holding the
The southern two, and this guy.
Okay, he's gonna Eldritch Blast at these two.
Okay.
Let's put on the Agonizing Blast.
He's blasting.
27 and 15.
Both of those will hit.
For 6 and 14.
That's a big difference. As these blasts arc across the waters, kind of illuminating the area around for a brief moment. Anything else for Casmus?
Nope, you'll stay put right there.
As it's unfortunate for Casmus, as out of the water behind you, the ship kind of divots. I would like everyone on the ship to give me a dexterity save.
There we go. Oh,
17.
As
will say my spider boots are always active.
well,
They
that's
don't
true.
require action.
I'll give you advantage on this. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
fair enough. Casmus, you're the only one to fail. As Casmus goes toppling overboard,
Oh no.
and Casmus, you're not alone there. You would see what looks like a large, almost crocodilian serpent head snap up to bite you. Does a 24 hit?
Definitely, it's
That's a 24 hit.
You take 10 points of piercing damage. As from the depths of the water, you would see a second serpentine crocodilian head bite out at you. Getting a 27 to hit.
definitely it's again.
Take 6 points of damage. And in rapid succession, 4 more heads appear, biting at you. Getting a 19, a 24, 16, and a 26.
Every single one of them hits. He's going down for sure.
Maybe, it's rolling bad for damage on some of these. Yeah, rolled minimum on 2 of them. 6, 6, 8, and 15 for a total of 27, 35 points of damage.
Yeah, no, he's
As you guys would see, a giant hydra appear from the depths of the water. Ending its turn. Taking us to Fungi.
Definitely catching me up. All right. I'll see. Cadmus is down.
No, he just landed on the water.
Okay.
I would say he landed prone too.
I'd like to tell Squidly to go over to him to see if he can help kind of get him up back towards the boat and all.
Are you using your action to do
Help.
so?
If it requires it.
He can
I will.
move him? There will be an attack of opportunity from the Hydra.
Well, more of it is just, can he offer, instead of having to move, and that's still going to require.
It's going to require what?
I said, like, if it would just to assist him on his next turn, being able to cover, that's still required.
He can do the help action if he's just there to help. If that's what you're wanting him to do.
Yeah, well, it was either way, it's getting the same result. It's leaving him open for an attack.
Potentially.
Sure.
I mean, the help action will just help whatever he's doing depending on what he does.
Yeah, there's not much else I can do. So okay, I'll just have Squidly help.
Okay. No action for the help action.
Oh, okay.
I don't think. It might just be a bonus action. I don't know. Fine, let's look at Find Familiar. Unless you guys know it offhand.
Pull up the there.
Casmus, just a
initiative.
thought.
It can't attack but takes other actions as normal. No, it doesn't require any action from you anymore. That's cool.
Okay.
Do we want Turvey to blur Casmus, as we've done previously?
Anyone can call that out as a reaction.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes.
Casmus,
Alright.
do you want to be blurred?
Nope, sounds like a yes.
Alright.
Turvey leaps in the water and blurs Casmus. What got you? Shit, that thing's ugly. So yeah, Fungi, what's your turn? What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't have much I'm gonna be able to do right now. I'll move back a little bit, so I'm at least closer. I'm just gonna ready if he gets out to help him get back into the boat quickly.
Okay.
That's
The
it.
boat
Yeah,
is
nothing else.
like 10 feet up. The octopus can't. I guess do they have a climb speed? Technically, they could.
No, he doesn't. But maybe if it helps, I can like reach out with
I
my
gotcha.
staff, help him up.
Anything for your action?
Oh, though I'm ready. I mean, basically readying help.
You're readying your help as well. Okay.
Yeah. So get him away, and
All right, just kind of
Hold up.
holding a hand out over the railing, calling for Casmus
Yeah.
to get up there. All right,
I'm leaving the moonbeam right on the little thing where it is.
that will take us to dusk.
Dusk will flip off the boat and land here
Okay.
and run up to this guy and get in his face.
Running on up.
Because he's one of the ones with the chain on the giant.
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, he is.
Let's go ahead and swipe out with Dawn.
I drew some lines to make it help. Yes, swiping out with Dawn at 12
Sure.
just misses as he quickly kind of just dodges out of the way.
Follow through again. Swing. Getting a 19.
19 will hit.
Doing 19 points of radiant damage.
19 points of radiant damage as it kind of hisses at the sunlight. Does not like that.
Bonus action, flurry of blows.
Okay. Two old kitty swipes.
Open palm it.
Yeah, 24. Yeah.
We're going to put a hand of harm on that.
Okay.
Keeping track of my points.
This palm goes like right into his chest for 20 points of damage. it gets
Combination
super,
of necrotic, of course.
yeah, super winded from that attack.
And I don't know if it matters, but I will impart the poison condition on him.
Why not?
And next one.
All right. Second flurry of swipes.
Ooh, miss.
10 is definitely going to miss, unfortunately.
And that is all.
All right, taking us to Yezebo on deck. Say Hammett's next to you shooting a crossbow on the Miro. The gnomes are too.
I see. We got this big ugly thing over here.
Got 6 heads.
It's got 6 heads. I think I'm gonna try chromatic orb on the big 6-headed monster.
Okay. What flavor of orb?
I like lightning.
Lightning.
Oh, I have to pick a level.
What level?
Let's do second level.
A
Let's
second level. As this orb of electricity launches across, going right for one of its heads, as one of the other heads just kind of slams into it, like tangling up its neck as it somehow luckily avoids getting hit by the orb.
Yeah.
Anything else for Yezebo?
Stupid dice rolls don't let us have any fun.
Staying put there, Yezebo?
Yeah.
Alright, that will take us to the Giants. This one is going to just try to free himself, because he is restrained at the moment. He does so and kind of pulls these guys up closer in the process. As the harpoons are still stuck in him, but he kind of yanks out the harpoons out of their hands, or the chains that they're holding, and pulls them all closer. As this one is just going to... He's going to try to baseball bat the other guy into the whirlpool.
Hit a baseball bat.
Nice.
Because why not, right? Tries to just kind of push him into it as the Miro resists. And that's what he's going to do. Taking us to the Miro's turn. This guy's going to try to get out of here like his life depends on it, because it does. Go ahead and roll that moonbeam damage this time. As he is burning alive. Yeah, as his corpse falls limp in the whirlpool, and like him and the other corpse in the washing machine down there are no more. Which will take us to all these guys. This guy is going to go ham on Dusk, trying to claw into you and trying to bite you. Getting a 21 with his claw. Oh wait, no, he's poisoned. Getting, we'll say, with an 18 with the claw.
Does miss.
And a 19 with the bite.
Both miss. Dusk
Avo-
will just duck and
avoiding-
weave.
Avoided the nat 20 that he rolled. The other one will also try to gang up on Dusk. Harpoonless will also try to bite and claw. Getting a 16 and an 8 to hit.
Keep ducking and weaving.
While these guys rush up to the Giant, biting and clawing and hissing the whole time. Only getting no hits on the Giant, though. Ending their turn, as they seem to be cursing in their abyssal language taking us to Weller.
I will go ahead and focus on this one. Swinging out.
All right. $19 absolutely hits.
Let's do a little damage.
For 19 points of damage as he is toppled to the ground.
And I will swing again.
At the good old classic advantage. Nat frickin' 20. Yes. Nice.
Let's do. Well, okay, he's already toppled.
Topple him again. I'll stand him up.
Don't want to do that. Let's do. I will spend a superiority die. We'll try to make this a menacing. Take one off. Turn on crit. Turn on superiority. And roll some crit damage.
Roll that crit damage. 32 points of damage as you smash into his face so hard. He's very much frightened and dead.
Frightened him to death. All right.
Yep.
Worked out perfectly.
Anything else for Weller?
They are. Swoop. I'm not gonna be able to get all the way over to dusk, so I'm gonna save my action surge. That'll be it for me.
All right.
Well, I tell you what. Can I move? Well, yeah, I'll move. I'll just move on the other side of this guy. I'll move under that guy. I'll
What?
move beside that guy. There
What?
we go.
Moving through the giant space.
Well, I was good. Can I move between them? Because I mean, there's
can
a
move.
gap of sand. Or
You can move through the giant space. It's difficult terrain, but you can move through it.
okay.
So you'd be able to get. What's your movement speed?
Should be 30.
So you wouldn't be able to get through the giant, unfortunately.
Standing under the giant.
Oh, you can't end a turn there.
Yeah, no, I'm just joking. Let's. I'll just go back to where I was then.
Okay. Holding your ground there. That will take us to Zach.
I'm gonna fly this way. Shout Casmus, healing word.
Okay. The word is your name, Casmus.
Yeah.
As he looks
Oh,
all
almost out.
blurry.
Yes. That's it.
Use the rolls. 10.
10 healing to Casmus.
And then I will end the whirlpool there and put it back behind the Hydra.
I think the Hydra cares.
Probably not, but
Putting it there.
back further, can I? Yeah.
Gonna get that boat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't want to get the boat.
Yeah, I don't. Since there's nowhere else to put it, I won't. I'll just cancel the effect and just keep controlling the water.
Okay. Do you have to use your action to maintain control over it?
No, to do anything with it, like, so if I'd left it a whirlpool, I
Gotcha.
don't have to do anything. But if I want to do anything else with it,
Well, he's still got an action.
hold the dead on, yeah, the Hydra.
Okay. It has not
Oops.
been hurt. No, you're good.
Yeah,
Wisdom.
yeah, wisdom save.
It got an 18.
It doesn't take anything.
You don't see any ears on that.
No. End turn.
which will take us to Casmus as you're kind of laying on the water, getting all blurry as Turvey's just kind of right behind you. Oh, I got you. Kind of leaning off the edge of the boat there on the rope.
I'm debating if I put a wall of fire right in front of the boat right there, it would still hit the
I mean, yeah, that would hit the
Yeah,
sails.
but it would also hit the sail because it's 20 feet high and 60 feet wide.
Mhm.
No, he's gonna disengage
Okay.
and he's gonna try to get on back of the boat.
All right. Give me an athletics check at advantage. Got fungi helping you up there. The octopus also kind of pushing your butt up. The 16, you make it up there. And you got like 5 feet of movement left.
That'll be it. Yeah, no, he's gonna get right there, just off of the ledge, and that'll be it.
Okay. That's gonna take us to the Hydra. Turvey will kind of roll back with you. Because he's not a target. The Hydra will continue its barrage. And it doesn't really care about the octopus. It's going to go for fungi and Casmus, splitting the attacks between them. Going for left to right. Fungi getting a nat 1 on its first attack, and then a 28 and a 25.
What did you say was the first one? 28?
A nat
What does
one,
it matter?
nat 1, a 28 and a 25. Yeah.
Yeah, the second two bit.
Rolling minimum and not minimum damage for 6 and 15 for a total of 21 points of piercing damage. And then makes 3 bites out towards Casmus. Getting a 14, an 18, and a 16 to hit. Casmus.
Sorry, 18 and 16 hit, and I'm gonna do Elish Rebuke at it.
Okay. As you take 18 points of damage. And it makes a dex save. Not
The Elish Rebuke is also it's always the highest level. So even the Elish Rebuke would be level 4, right?
Depends on if you're doing your innate tiefling casting of it.
Yeah, the innate. Okay.
If you're doing the
would be
innate,
level
it's
1.
second level.
Second level. Okay.
It got an 18 on its dex save. Thank you, fungi. So we'll take half of whatever you roll. Well, that's good damage. And actually, as this fire lashes out towards it, it does seem resistant to fire. Unfortunately. But that will end the Hydra's turn as it starts clambering up onto the deck fully. Taking us to fungi.
Okie doke. It's not enough movement to get my moonbeam, so I'm gonna bring my using magic action to move moonbeam at least onto this other marrow.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. And then he's got to make his con save. Oof.
Got a big old 5, so we'll take that whopping 10. As it burns.
Like freaking action to do that one. Okay, bonus action. Yeah, let's just do. Well, I got this time for. I'll do second wind.
Okay. Second winding it up, getting some hit points back. Anything else for Fun Guy?
That'll do it.
All right, taking us to Dusk.
All right. Swing at my poisoned opponent.
Swing at that poisoned opponent.
Getting a 27
Yes.
for 13 points of radiant damage.
As you stab into their chest with Dawn, pulling it out, blood, like black blood, starts gushing out of their chest as you get a feeling of warmth from the blade itself. As
Then
if you're doing the right thing, kind of feeling.
spin around and swing at my new opponent.
Alrighty.
Getting a 19
19 for sure hits.
for 9 points of radiant damage.
You'll take 9.
Spinning kick. Ooh, miss.
11 is going to miss for sure. As you try to spin around and kick, they just kind of hold firm, like elbow your leg backwards.
I'll stay put.
Alright. That will take us to Yezebo.
Oh. Try again. Let's do a chromatic orb.
Alright. What level are you going with this time?
That's your first level, because the second one didn't work so well.
25 will hit. What flavor? Still
Alright.
electric?
Electric, yeah.
Alright, it will do 9 points of electric damage as it kind of sizzles along its wet hide.
And do I want to move? Sure. Oh. It'd help if I'm not on the measuring tool.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Right. Alright, I am good.
Alright, that will take us to the giants, as this guy will end this one's existence. And this one will just kind of try to smash onto that one. Hitting. Smashing into this thing for 27 points of damage. His head kind of turns on the swivel. There's a Hydra. That's all he does. Ending his turn, taking us to the marrow that are left. This one will continue to try to lash onto the giant. Only hitting with his bite for a little bit of damage. And this one, he'll whip up with his tail towards Dusk. Getting an 11 to hit. And then goes in and tries to bite onto your shoulder. Can't roll for shit with these guys. Getting a 9 to hit.
Duck and weave, duck and weave.
I will end their turn. Actually, this giant will come over here. And just kind of ready to help out his brethren.
Squish.
That will end their turns, taking us to Weller.
Are they just body blocking me?
No, he's just coming over to help. I mean, if it would help, he'll move there.
Okay, I was about to say he went right where I was gonna go. Now I have to squeeze between these two giants. Be like, excuse me, excuse me. I would instruct the giants to start making their way back towards the boat to fight the Hydra and to leave these two to Dusk and I.
I will
as
not leave my
swing out.
brother.
Well, your brother can go with you as I swing out on this remaining Myrrh
Fair enough.
creature. Make sure I got everything turned off that I had on, and let's swing out.
16 will absolutely hit.
Does it topple though?
They're dead. Your minimum damage kills it.
So it does.
But
Yeah.
did it
Does
topple?
topple.
It did not topple it.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, no, it goes falling into the water nearby.
All right. Can I make it? Damn it! I can't make it to that one. Shoot. Dusk has that one well in hand. I don't need to go over and help him. So I will start making my way back to the boat. Well, I think it cost me 5 to get down there, 5 to get there,
And it's 10 feet up.
20. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to get there. I'll just get to right there, back to the wood pile that I was standing on before.
Okay. That will take us to Zach. Casmus on deck.
Step here, heal Casmus.
You caress Casmus's elven skin for 13 points of healing.
Ew.
That didn't do enough. Okay, so
You forgot to look lovingly into his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I didn't
right,
do
I
enough.
did forget that
Right.
part. I'm gonna
Yeah.
create with my bonus action. I'm gonna create a duplicate here.
Where is here? Okay.
I'm switching places with it,
Okay.
and tell Casmus to get away from it, and I'm gonna run away from it. Here, he can attack me if it wants.
It absolutely will attack you.
Yeah,
Oh, it once.
Getting a 27 to hit.
and that's definitely gonna hit.
It wanted real bad.
As you take 14 points of damage. Piercing.
That sucks.
You do notice its hot breath as it bites down onto you.
Sexy.
You
Yep.
took the words right out of my mouth.
It's hot breath. It's so hot. Anything else for Zach?
That's it for my turn.
Which will take us to Casmus.
As a bonus action, we're
Yeah.
gonna Misty Step all the way there,
All right.
and then we're gonna move towards the aft of the ship, right there. And as an action, we're gonna cast 2 Eldritch Blast at the
Okay.
big Hydra.
He was blasting.
Well,
Well,
it's at advantage.
the 21 and the
21 and
19 will
19.
hit. Yes.
Maybe for the automatic. Plus 4. That's 10. And 13. 10 and 13.
For
So 23.
23 points of damage. It pelts into the neck of one of the 6 heads this thing has. Anything else for Casmus?
Nope, that'll be it.
That's going to take us to its turn. There's one very good target right in front of it. It's going to start biting against little fungi here. You know, it'll take one swipe against the duplicate of Zach. It hit the duplicate of Zach. And it'll take 5 swipes against fungi. Rolling pretty bad. I think it only hit with it got a 19. What's your AC? 20?
20.
It only hit with 1.
Nice.
19, 10, 17, 24, 18.
Oops, 24.
As you take 12 points of piercing damage. Ending its turn. As it'll clamber up onto the deck some more, why not?
Oh no.
As Moonbeam is no more. Whirlers, get it off! And they'll take us to Fungi. Your turn.
Alright, let's go ahead. We will first activate Symbiotic Entity.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna action surge to make an attack with it.
Okay. A 19 will hit.
And that, and next draw 5 necrotic.
14.
And
Just
then
kind of
we'll
whacking into its chest. You see a little bit of decay kind of at the base of one of the necks.
whack it with the other side of my stick here.
Absolutely. 11 is unfortunately going to be a miss.
And that's it for my turn then.
All right. That will take us to dusk.
Keep playing with my playmate.
All right. You plying.
Getting a 16.
16 will hit.
For 12 points of radiant.
We'll take 12 points of radiant damage.
Play some more.
Let's see it.
Ooh, a 12.
12 is
That's
going to
terrible.
miss.
Another spinning kick. And another miss.
There's another miss
I'm rolling awful tonight.
as he is ready to
I
lunge
jinxed you.
at you.
You did.
Hearing the screeching of the Hydra on your ship.
As a... No, never mind. I'm not going to spend the point. All right.
All right. Taking us to Yez.
Yes. I got one more chromatic orb with his name on it.
All right. What level?
Swing out with a second level.
All right. Going for a second level chromatic orb. Still lightning flavored?
Yes, lightning.
18 will hit
Fantastic.
as you pelt into this beast. You'll take 21 points of lightning damage.
Fantastic.
Oh, there's nowhere to bounce it.
There is nowhere to bounce it.
Aw.
You did roll doubles.
So heads.
It's all the same creature.
Back in the
One hit
day,
point pool.
it counted as separate creatures. Long time ago.
Tell you what. Give me another chromatic orb at disadvantage to see if it hits another head.
All right.
I'll allow it.
That's cool. It is a Hydra.
Okay. Yeah, roll me some more damage. As it bounces between the heads for 7 more points of damage. That's also doubles. If you want to roll again.
Sure.
At disadvantage again.
Right.
As this orb starts bouncing between them and just kind of fizzles away. After it hits the second one, the head kind of flops down to the ground on the deck of the ship.
That's a fail. And a crit. All on disadvantage.
Anything else for Yezebo?
That's all.
All right, that will take us to the giants. This one here picks up a rock and chucks it at this other marrow that is giving a hard time, knocking it in the head. It's still up. The other one will do the same. As that'll finish it. As yeah, this thing goes flying into the water. as rocks are being pelted at it, and then the giants will start to make their way. I guess technically like that. As they don't want to get on the ship to... There's already one large freaking creature on there. That will end their turn, taking us to Weller.
All right. So I will use 10 feet to get back on the ship.
Give me an athletics check.
Uh,
I'm
you know
gonna
what?
say if you roll below a 10, it's gonna take the full 20 feet of climbing.
Oh.
All right, fair enough. 10 feet.
All right.
The gnomes are all kind of turning their attention to the Hydra as well.
20.
One of them kind of dangling from the top of the mast.
Don't want to burn to use the second wind for nothing.
It's
so-
not nothing. Getting there is something.
Yeah.
Getting there is very much something.
Yeah. It's a fair point. Okay. What is that? Is that tactical shift? Bonus action, you can move up to half your speed without provoking an opportunity attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that would put me there, so. Alright, let's do that. So I'll move 20 feet, will put me there.
As you pretty much bonus action half dash up.
I'll burn a second wind. It's not going to give me any healing, so I'm not even going to bother rolling it. I'll just take it off of my sheet,
As you
and then I can get
lunge
15.
towards this now 5-headed Hydra.
I don't want to stand right next to Zach, so I'll just come over here.
Absolutely.
Nothing against you, Zach. I just don't want to be like a super enticing target for him. All right, so now that I'm here,
Now that
let's
you're here.
swing out at this thing.
Yeah, as you rush forward trying to swing out at this giant behemoth. 15 hits.
Fantastic. We are not going to. Would I be able to trip it? Or is it too big?
Do you want to find out?
Well, when you hit a creature, attack roll using it doesn't. If the target is large or smaller, it must succeed on strength saving throw or have prone condition.
This thing's
Is that
huge.
large or is? Yeah, I was gonna say it. The stone giants are like large, right?
The stone giants are also huge. This thing is actually technically gargantuan.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Well, yeah, definitely not doing that thing. All right. Well, in that case, let's put a little. Let's do a menacing on it.
Okay.
And let me get back to that part of my sheet. Sorry, folks. Turn on the superiority die, and now roll damage.
For 24 points of damage. It does not seem frightened of you,
Okay. Well, worth the extra.
but it does
damage.
take 24 points of damage.
I will extra attack it.
All right. I will say this: it is toppled.
No shit. I didn't even bother asking because I thought, there's no chance.
I rolled in that one.
All
20,
right.
20. If you want to go fishing, see if
Yeah,
you
let me
crit.
go ahead. Might as well. Oh,
Well, you do hit it regardless. As you smash down on one of its like necks, as it kind of decapitate it for 20 more points of damage.
decapitated.
Anything else for Weller?
I think that's everything I can do.
All right, that will take us to Zach.
I'll take 10 feet back and I'll use Toll the Dead on it.
Okay. Big Constitution save. Wisdom save, Constitution save.
Wisdom save.
You got a big 8. It'll take that 10 points of damage.
And bonus action, use another healing word on Casmus.
Okay. Yes, he's looking
Oh.
rough. He's away from
Yeah,
the
he
danger
is.
at least.
Right. For 8.
All right. Anything else for Zach?
Better than nothing, mate. That's it.
Casmus, you're up.
He's being toppled, so if I do
This
any
big creature
spell, it's
kind of
gonna be-
flailing around on the ground of the ship, the deck
If
of
I
the
do any
ship.
attacks, it's gonna be a disadvantage. So we're gonna do a. I'll do a mind sliver on it.
Okay, big intelligence save. Spoiler, this thing's not very smart. Got a big 3.
Nice.
It takes a big 3 points of damage.
That'll be it.
All right. As this thing is flailing around wildly, only 4 heads. Yeah, only 4 heads. It rapidly shoots out 4 more heads. So now it is an 8-headed Hydra. And gets upright.
Gonna hit with the hail of spores.
Absolutely, why not? It got a 20 on its save. Well, minus a d4. I don't know if that matters. Got a 19 on its save.
Oh, yeah.
Does it take half damage or any damage?
No, suck.
All right. As it is unaffected by your spores, it is going to now split its attacks. I'm going to say it's going to focus 5 on Weller, 3 on Fungi. Weller got a 12, 11, 10, 20, and 13 to hit.
20 hits.
All right. Because I realized I messed up really bad earlier. Weller, you take 9 points of piercing damage.
Reduced by 3.
Reduced to, yes, so you only take 6. It takes 3 strikes out towards Fungi, getting a 14, a 23, and a 27.
The latter 2 hit.
As you take 9 and 11 for a total of 20 points of piercing damage.
Symbiotic entity.
As that will end its turn, taking us to Fungi.
All right. Well, let's just get right back on the attack and swing with the shillelagh.
A 21 will definitely hit.
And do I topple him?
There is a chance. Because topple doesn't actually require it to be a size. He is not toppled, but he will take 13 points of damage.
All right, and then we'll smack with the other side of my stick again.
22 for sure hits.
Once again. There.
Ooh.
And see if we topple him again.
11 points of damage. He is toppled. Does the back whack do topple?
I don't see why not. Let's see, topple.
'cause
If you
it's
hit
a
a creature
bonus
with a
action.
quarterstaff, yeah, you could. Yeah, just hit it with the quarterstaff. You force it to make the con saving throw.
Fair enough. He is toppled over. As another
Alright.
head pops. Anything else for Fungi?
I'm just gonna say we need to make these heads stop coming out.
That will take us to dusk on the beach.
Dusk will pull out a lawn chair. No, I'm just kidding. Dusk will look back at the boat and just sort of sigh and beat feet, use my feline agility. Run up to the boat, clamber up the boat, get up here, run up here,
Mm-hmm.
and swipe out at it.
All right. At advantage.
I will take it. Getting a 28.
28 absolutely hits it.
For 9 points of radiant.
He'll take 9.
And it's a poor chance of this, but let's go ahead and make that a stunning strike.
Okay. It
Probably has Helicon.
it's immune.
Oh, well, that sucks. All right.
But let's see if it. I guess it would still need to make a save because if it. No, no matter what, it still does the other effect. Its movement is halved.
Okay.
But you found out that it is unaffected as you try and stun. You smack into one of its necks, and it kind of semi-paralyzes the neck that it's currently on, but the other necks kind of wrangle it free. It's unaffected.
Okay. Swing again. Getting a nat 20.
Nat 20 will definitely hit it.
We're throwing a hand of harm on that.
Why wouldn't you? What better time than now?
28 points of
28 points.
assorted damage.
Yes.
Gee.
As you slash into it, maybe not even intending to, just kind of skewering into the body, one of its heads falls limp as well.
Give it the poison condition.
It's immune.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It doesn't cost me anything to try.
Does it? It's true.
You know what? I made a mistake.
What's that?
Give it back the hand of harm damage because I can only do hand of harm with the martial,
With the hand.
with the martial arts attack.
So that's
Yeah, that was-
minus
something
plus
was checked.
12. All right, so you
Yeah.
didn't. No heads are removed.
Okay, well, I'm kicking it.
Well, we'll see if you do the same amount of damage.
Right.
24 will hit.
And we'll put the hand of harm on that.
Okay.
Just to stay consistent.
Fair enough.
Ooh,
Yeah.
14 points of assorted
All
damage.
right. Yes,
Now
that head is definitely gone.
okay. And
It's now a 6-headed Hydra.
then
Just like when you first saw it.
right. That's it.
That will take us to Yezebo.
This thing's lying on the ground,
Yep.
and I'm going to cast Vitriolic Spear.
Okay. Well, tell us about this.
So it is a swirling mass of acid.
Mm-hmm.
It's very noxious and green and gross, and 20 feet in radius. Where can I put that?
I would say whenever you're measuring spheres, measure from to the side or the bottom, like direct, like side or bottom. Because
Gotcha.
if you start to measure the angles, it's bigger. But it should be like that. But you can absolutely like just get it from
Yeah,
the
let's
backs you want.
Right, and I'm an evoker, so I can. I think right there's good though.
Yeah, as no one else is caught inside of it. It does get a 22 on its saving throw, but you still do a shitload of damage, probably.
No,
Well, you still do a bunch of
Um,
damage.
it is. It is.
Like 10d4. Yeah, 10d4.
10d4.
So we'll take 10 points of acid damage now. And at the end of its turn, start of its turn,
If you only if you fail the save.
oh. As this burst of acid kind of reeks all over it as it's flailing around, it just kind of a bunch of the acid goes flying around off of it, melting part of the ship.
Isabeau was hoping with it toppled that it would do worse on the deck save.
Oh, is it a deck save?
Yeah,
I thought it was a con save.
decks.
Yeah, then I will roll it again just to see. 'Cause it would be a disadvantage. Yes, it did fail.
Sweet.
I wasn't sure what
Now-
kind of save it was, so it will take 11 more.
All right, and then at the end of its next turn, it takes 5d4 more
Gotcha.
damage. All right, that's it.
All right, that will take us to the giants. One of them can get there. And he'll wail on it. Why not? Doing near minimum damage. Ending the giant's turn, taking us to Weller.
Let's see. So it is toppled.
It's toppled.
In that case, let's go ahead and maul attack at advantage.
Molly Molly.
Whoops. That highlighted something. There we go.
Uh-oh.
Let's do a little molly molly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's gonna hit.
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. I will do another menacing.
Sure.
Superiority die crit.
$32 points of damage. It is immune to the menacing, but you smash into one of the heads. As it is now a
How many heads that thing got?
5-headed Hydra.
5. All right, we're back down to 5.
Back down to 5.
All right.
Not for long.
Yeah. Let's do an extra attack on it.
23 absolutely hits it. So close. For 17 more points of damage. As this thing, its blood and guts are all over the ship. Couple of misplaced heads.
How's Fun Guy looking? He's only taking a little bit of damage, right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
And I can't reach Casmus. He's too far away. Let's burn the action surge and try to run it back.
Okay, burn that action surge.
That is under features. There we go. Turn that off, and let's do them all.
24 will absolutely hit it. It takes 21 points of damage. As yes, another head is gone.
And
As
let's
it's now
do it
4-headed. You just kind of smash into one of its necks. A 19 also hits. 16 more points of damage. Anything else for Weller?
That will be it for Weller.
That's going to take us to Zach with Casmus on deck.
I'm going to go ahead and shout out halt Need a wisdom save. Command.
Okay. Big wisdom. It got a 15.
All right. DC 16. So, yeah.
So it will
Yeah.
not move on its turn.
Yep. And no actions and no reactions. So.
Yep. It doesn't get reactions either.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's a big one. And these commands halt and the shadow just kind of wraps around its feet.
And
It
that's
can
it for my
take
turn.
reactions. It just doesn't move and it can't take an action or bonus action. Can still take reactions though. You're good though.
Okay, yeah.
Still fucks it up. Taking us to Casmus.
We're gonna do Toll of the Dead on him.
Okay. Toll the Dead. TC 16. It got a 19. Unfortunately.
All right. That'll be it because there's not much I can do else as a bonus action.
All
That'll be
right.
it.
That will take us to its turn. As out pops 8 more heads. As it now has 12 heads. And these heads are like brand new, fresh heads that are uninjured. But fortunately, there's nothing it can do as it sits there still prone, taking us to fungi.
It takes damage, doesn't it, from Vitrolic?
That's true. Yeah, roll that
Yes.
5d4, Yezebo.
5d4 acid damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
We'll take 14 points of damage. Taking us to fungi.
Points.
I'm gonna hope this works, and I'm gonna tuck my staff away, and instead I'm going to give it a little necrotic slap. So that hits.
20
I'm gonna
will
hope
hit.
that
I
no more heads.
I gotcha.
No.
Oh, get heads. It just won't. It must be gross. It will take 9 points of necrotic damage, and very important fact here: cannot heal next turn.
But yeah, now I can't hit with my other side of my stick, so that's it for my turn.
All right, taking us to dusk.
All right. Yeah, that's about all in my arsenal. Whack it.
Whack it. Pop it. Twist it. Pull it.
Getting a 28.
Yeah.
I like the reference.
Oh, no.
I was about to say,
I didn't
ooh,
have that.
23. It'll take 16
16.
points of damage. Yeah, I got you. This thing is like, just so you know, very badly hurt. But every time it's grown heads, it's getting a little bit better.
Hit it again.
And it's back on that cusp.
22.
22 for sure hits it. 14 more points of damage. As all of the new baby heads are kind of screaming out, snapping and trying to snap.
Bonus action, flurry of blows.
Okay.
Some spinning kicks. 22.
Yeah.
Nine points of force damage.
More. And then one more.
17.
17. Yeah, that definitely hits it.
Throw a hand of harm on that.
Okay.
For 16 points of assorted damage.
As what does it look like as Dusk finishes this thing off?
Because a hand of harm was involved, or a foot of harm,
Yeah.
Dusk kicks it in one of its necks, and then the necrotic damage, the rot, just rapidly goes down its neck and expands into its body, and it almost just turns into a combination of dust and bone on the deck.
As the dust and bone on the deck kind of stretches out into all of the new necks and half sloughed off necks and heads rapidly decay on deck, leaving bone and dust on the ship, which is now a little more damaged than it previously was. But as the Hydra and all of the merfolk creatures are defeated, silence falls over the Dark Lake.
Right.
And that's where we're going to end tonight. As you guys can get back to repairs, hopefully
Well,
quicker.
we also need to find brooms now.
Right. You just wash it off. Yeah, we will end there tonight, folks. Thank you for watching.
Thank you guys.
And we'll
Thanks, Twitch.
see you next
Good
week.
night.
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 Good night.